Well, following the recent shootings involving Minnesota lawmakers, some people may be worried, especially considering that the suspect pretended to be a law enforcement officer. KELOLAND's Sydney Hoyer sat down with Sam Clemens at the Sioux Falls Police Department, who shares the difference between a real and fake officer.
Early Saturday morning, a man disguised as law enforcement shot Minnesota Senator John Hoffman and his wife, then shot and killed Minnesota Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband. The suspect, 57-year-old Vance Belter, was arrested Sunday night. Belter was driving a vehicle that had emergency lights and a license plate that read police. He wore a realistic silicone mask and tactical gear. So, how do you know if a law enforcement officer is real?
You may or may not see a police car, but the uniform is all going to be the same. There's a little bit different variations. Some wear a uniform like I do. Sometimes they have an external vest. So it has a little bit different look to it, but they all have a badge, they all have the name, the patch on the side, on the sleeves is going to be the same.
If an officer does come to your door, you don't need to open it until you've confirmed their identity.
They can talk through the door, ask some questions, and if things don't seem legit, if they seem a little off or they have some concerns, then people can always call Metro Communications to verify that it's a real police officer. All of our police officers check in with the dispatchers anytime they go to a different location, and so they're going to be aware of that.
Clemens says that just because you didn't know an officer would be stopping by doesn't mean they're impersonating law enforcement.
And an officer may show up at somebody's house unannounced. It doesn't mean that it's illegitimate. It could just be something as simple as wanting to know if they saw something or if they happen to be outside or if they heard a noise.
In Sioux Falls, Sydney Hoyer, KELOLAND News.
Clemens says you can always ask the officer their name, their badge number, and why they're there before you answer the door.